Hate it when it does that. Multiple exocomps going. Let's do that one, yes. Taking multiple slots. Never like that. Alrighty, gonna get my ships ready to do some Borg armadas. See where we're at with the what the heck, we'll send the Cerritos. I think we don't need it, but it might help me take less damage. Last longer. Do more damage, lessen the rounds, that kind of thing. I think I've already done all my events for today. See if there's any dailies going on. Can't remember when that resets. Let's see here. So there's a station event going on. Meh. I always forget to check those too, but there you go. Alrighty. Crucible of War, and I will most likely, I usually just get, I should do a video about Crucible of War and the rewards. It's actually a good idea. I usually go with the Armada pack so I can get just some more rare armadas out of that. Let's see where we're sitting at with our directives for the rare and epics. 800,000 transport patterns. I've been trying to save those. The new ones they added, I wasn't keen on those. We got 878, so I got 4 runs there. And my epics have been stocking up. So G5 pull of the epic and enough for 2. Yep, mining data. That's right. Watch out, Grizz. You're on the live stream. If you want it or not. Yep, I've done that before where I've hit. You can only go so high hitting for the 4-star parts. Well, I'll just keep playing and no one's here. Because I know YouTube will make a video and post this. So I can kind of talk about maybe a couple of things. One, here is my crew on my Vorcha. I've got Dax, and she has got, I believe, I can't remember if she thinks she's tier 2. But I've got Cisco and Miles, and then on my Corvus, which is only tier 2, I really need to level that thing up a little bit, but I need a spend event and I need more trick. Really expensive for these upgrades. But I've got Chakotay, and I usually have a 7 of 9 there on the side instead of the Doctor for the damage, but I figure I need mitigation here. because the Corvus, just being a tier 2, can take some quick damage. And then I've just got 5, 6 in Lorca. I don't feel like my Torres is high enough level to rely on her below decks yet. Oh, looks like we've joined a takeover. Must be for points. Oh wait, room between arcs. Just for practice? Yeah, it's just... Sorry guys, but... So when we look at events and seasonal passes, I've got 4 days to get the rest of my points, so I'm not too worried about it, but there's no event going on, no seasonal pass. So if someone sees this video, if we don't have anyone that hops on tonight because of the holidays, that's fine, but if someone sees this on YouTube and you have some feedback on that, I would love to hear what's the motivation to get points when there's nothing to get points for. Anyways, that's my crew. I'll probably just buff my Vorcha just to increase the damage on my strongest ship. I figure that's probably the best thing here. So we'll try and make it last as long as we can. We'll just do some uncommons. I've got lots of credits. I could try a higher level system, but once again, I don't want to pay too much in repairs. And I got plenty of credit or directives, so I'm not too worried. I think when my ships get stronger, so I don't have to pay so much in repairs, because for those who don't know, and if you watch this, Vorcha is like 3 billion. Well, I got another syndicate level. I'll up here real quick. But my repair cost efficiency that I got here dropped my repair cost from 3 billion to 2.9 on my Vorcha. So, yeah. The good thing is that I also got additional rewards, so I get more trit for my dailies, which is helpful. But it's still a ton. There we go. Get that set in place first. But still a ton to do everything I need to upgrade my ships. I mean, so what is it, like 100 billion to 300 or 400? I don't remember on the Vorcha. Plus, the Vorcha is getting to the point where I need more rare parts, rare ore. Need a lot of that. And that's 5-star stuff, so. Some delay there. I was like, did it blow up? I didn't think it would for these 56s. Yeah, we're doing so well with the Cerritos boost. I wonder if the Cerritos can go to the next system, if we'll try that. We'll do that on stream. Why not? Okay, so the Borg Sphere at 56. Let's see what we got. 960. So with that plus the chests for running it, it's about $1 million per. Okay, so we're gonna run this one, and then I'm gonna see. Oh, it does have the warp range, good. And we will lose probably on the timer here, although I might be able to get one of these 59s out. Let's see what we can do. I also... Alright, let's hop over here. Getting some yellow, the yellow Wi-Fi signal of death going on there. Just be able to launch one of these before I have to renew the buff. And then, if nothing else, when you guys watch this on YouTube, you'll be able to see the pull. So going from 1 million to decks, I've got Kim, Harry Kim. I'm trying to look at this and remember names. And then here I've got Neelix below decks, just to trigger the status for those ships to increase the isolytic damage with the artifacts that I'm able to unlock. And the research, stuff like that. So, and if I take very little damage here, this is where I will come from now on. So I can stock up quicker on the credits here. See, so 2, not quite 3. I'll need to reapply the buff. Alright, come on. Let's see if it will even start. It's just spinning. There we go. Took it long enough. Alright. At least the timer's not too far. Like, I would hate if I didn't have time to apply a buff if I needed to, or to move a ship. I've had the game crash before. I'm sure everyone else has too, but I've had the game crash before when I've been you know, trying to launch an armada, and you put the minute and a half timer, you know, really don't get back into the game before I can do anything. And sometimes that means not moving my ships into the right space. I can't wait until I unlock these so I can knock out the solos even faster. The speed ups from the section 31. And that's one reason why I'm thinking it's tough, because now we're between arcs. No one has incentive to really run these, other than just getting some credits. So I've been trying to do single pull on the rep and get Sloane. I really want to unlock Sloane. I think they're going to do the battle pass for this one more time. But if I can get the Armada quick start, I don't need too much more, but I'm worried about running out of these ciphers and want to be able to keep up on getting Sloane, working on getting Sloane unlocked. So I may just have to try and do one a day and be patient until they run another battle pass thing for that. So I did pay for the $20 battle pass on that. Didn't really see a lot of great value from that, honestly, especially with all the bugs they had with it. Oh look, we easily beat that. Alright, time to look. Let's see what we get from the 59 sphere. Yep, we're definitely going to do that in the future. I do have an exocomp going. Let's see. Double that already without even the mega chest. See, so yeah, those are definitely worth doing. So let's just burn through the rest of them. Kind of fun to see stuck up on the credits again. Oh, and it's taken 2 slots, of course. But I figured better have that one and the Explorer, because I think they do pretty good damage. So I think I'll give it a little bit longer for people to jump on. Maybe another 20 minutes if no one jumps on. Oops, I better... Looking at the time and losing track of the timer almost. Probably another 20 minutes, and if not near the end, I'll share my thoughts on Wave Defense this month. And feel free to leave comments below when the video is posted. See, took some damage there. If I wanted to be really effective, I would just probably look at all the... See, that's the problem, the Corvus. I'm trying to decide, I haven't decided yet, I need to think about it, but, you know, I want to upgrade what I can on the Vorcha, even though it's the most costly. As far as trick goes, I'm not worried about materials, it's the titanium that I'm worried about. So I took everyone's advice from my last live stream. I'm trying to not spend. I didn't spend the last spend event because I had unlocked Riker by that time with the first 2 events. So trying to just keep working on the Monavine and doing my max turn-in so I can keep getting Trit. Thinking about going to work on my upgrades to get to 55 because I'm hoping at 55 that the G5 Rare and Epic will start dropping blueprints for Light DeSantis. That's the rare G5 ship. I'm setting up for that. I have over half the credits. I need 1 million credits, so I've got like 525,000 right now. So anyways, that's my next ship. I'd like to sit at 55. But anyways, we'll just see how the spend events go. That would give me something to spend on. I mean, I've got almost 4 trillion in steel, not counting my tokens, which I don't have a ton of, I'll be honest. At this level, you go through resources pretty quickly. And I have spent my tokens just to complete spend events, so. Alright, we'll just keep going as long as we can here. We'll probably have at least another couple of runs. Oh, and the 59 Armada is just kind of going berserk there. I don't know if you can see that on the stream. It's just kind of shaking. Shaking in terror. But yeah, let's see. I wanted to look. Let's go to the G5 area. I'm just trying to remember. 345. That's the Regal code for the research on the Monavine. I've been trying to get some more of that research done, but I'm saving up some of that before I do any more. So let's see. I've got, oh, this is 4-star. See, 4-star, I've got gobs of crystal. I might spend on my Pilum again. I don't know. Pilum? Pilum. I always pronounce that wrong. It's the way my brain works, I guess. So 5-star, I'm doing pretty good. Just the uncommon 127 crystal, 115 gas, 62,000 ore. That's a little lower because of the Vorcha. Spent a little bit on that, and there's some other. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if there's any other ships I've spent G5 ore on. It's probably just the Vorcha. I need a lot more rare ore, and I'm hoping that I can get some more of this next event to tear up the ship. But anyways, I've got a fair amount of that, but it's just that Trit. It's expensive to upgrade ships at this level. Expensive on the Trit front. Alright, we got time for one more before that buff runs out, it looks like. Come on. Is it not going to launch my... There we go. Probably going to have to repair soon. Which is unfortunate because it takes time to recall my ships. Sure does. So while that's doing that, confident it will win. See, 100 million. I'm doing really, I think I would call it really good. So I just need to max my batches, get as much materials as I can, even though it's still just like going to the casino, just a shot in the dark. You never know what you're going to get, if it's going to be just commons, uncommons, what. But see, 5-star, I got almost nothing. Did decent on the gas and the crystal. 121 million. And for those who are watching this, just remember, you can look at my video, or put a video out some time ago talking about token systems. And I utilize those as much as I can because on my server, people, not always, but they tend to respect the token systems for mining G4 and G5 from what I've experienced. And 3-star, I don't care about it. I'm just kind of burning through it because I'm pretty much done with that. So, and the 5-star stuff, I'm just going to do single pulls on everything except I've been hitting the systems, the survey systems for dailies. And I know Xborg do dailies for you, but there is every other day there's a it alternates for those who don't know, but one day there is a mining event for G5 material. See, I did a max and I only got common. No, okay, that is what it is. Anyways, I hit surveys for the every other day there's a hostile event. So one day it's mining, next day it's hostiles. And it has to be G5 area. So anyways, I tend to hit those every other day. And I did single pulls for a while, but I figure I need to stock up on some survey stuff eventually. And the G4 I still try and pull because I'll probably end up maxing those eventually. Even if it's just for like spend events to spend to complete. Ooh, do we do one more? No, we're gonna recall. Don't want to waste stuff, so. But we'll just leave the Cerritos there. And let's see where we're sitting at. We should be doing pretty good on, where's the Borg? Borg stuff right there. Whew. Yep, 17 million. I should be doing pretty good for a while, but I'll just go and spend the rest of my loot. And then I might not, not the rest of my loot, sorry, the rest of my directives. I might not pull those for a little bit and just let my charge probes stack up. I'm actually doing really well. I've been pulling, I started pulling my independent credits and then my Fed and Romulan because my tally is now max except for the one component that I need to finish to take it to the next level, but I can't do that for until I get my ops up a little bit. So while they're coming back and I'm just waiting for time to run here, once again, I know no one's on there. They're having a good holiday, I'm sure, but I wanted to put this out there anyways, give people a chance to hang out if they didn't have anywhere else to go, if nothing else. Because I don't know, everyone has family. But in a way, this community has become family for many people, so it's a good place to hang out if people don't have anything else going on. But Section 31's interesting. Wave defense, it's for me, has really died down. Like, since there's no incentive, people just aren't running them as much. If I do a double pull, so if we hop into Section 31, and double pull the reputation to keep that growing at a decent speed, plus doing one pull of Sloan is about 2,000 credits. And that means that's all you're doing, and you can't do anything else. And since we only get 100 of these a day, that means that you need to get probably to round, is it 7 or 8? I want to say get to round 8. Just to max those two. So my strategy right now is I'm just kind of biding time because I would really like to be able to unlock some of this other stuff, but I don't have enough credits for all this and this. Even though I know, and I should be encouraging as a content creator and as someone trying to help out in my armadas in my galaxy, there's only probably a couple of big alliances that, you know, they've got some really big players, really big ships, so they can get to 8 through 10 and really stock up on credits, so good for you guys. I'm not in that boat. I think a lot of people aren't in that boat, and honestly, I feel bad for anyone in the 30s because you hop into an armada and any of those bigger players, they see you, boom, they're gone. And you know who can blame them? The incentive for doing these is to get the credits, to unlock this stuff, you know? With the Bajoran faction, I could, you know, do it all solo, and it was all on me. But now you throw in this wrench where you've got other players that they want to succeed, but their success now hinges not just on their solo or their personal efforts, but everyone else in the group. So rather than making it something that everyone can enjoy, and I think Scopely tried when they put the surveys in, thinking, okay, we'll have 1 or 2 low-end players that can hit their surveys, and that's fine. Well, it's true to a point, but if you get more than 1, I would say, you get 2 or maybe 3 people that are trying to hit the survey ships, they'll hit the survey ships, and then they know they're going to blow up against other things, so they just sit. And so what does that do? Well, that leaves everyone else in the lurch, so you have 2 or 3 people at the most that are trying to hit all the FKR hostiles or all the other hostiles, especially ships too, and they just get overrun. And what happens is if you have more than one person, even if you have one person hitting those, sometimes I guess, but if you have more than one person hitting those survey ships, then you get overrun and you lose, and you're not going to make it to round 7 or 8. You're just not, even if you have some big ships in there. And so that's why people, I think, pull out. Someone in my alliance, I think, made the comment that people jump out because they're impatient and they see five ships there, or 5 players there with their ships, and they're ready to go, and they don't want to wait. There's a start button. Go ahead, hit start, or I'm gone. Yeah, I get that, but I think people are more incentivized by the credits. So, anyways, I think for me, I'm trying to do single pulls on this for now in the reputation, and just to get in the Sloan shards. I'm 36 away, so it's a little over a month if they offer any free shards in the next battle pass. I call it battle pass, in the next seasonal pass, I guess they're calling it. Then I might be able to unlock him next month, but once I'm not investing in him, then I can maybe start focusing on, okay, there's a reputation, maybe I do single pulls on that, and then try and save up for some of these so I can be more beneficial in the armadas I'm running. So I don't know. I'll have to play it by ear, see how it goes, see how they change things. If they change the reward structure at all, I'm probably not going to buy the seasonal pass again unless there's some significant changes, because I just didn't feel like I got value. I mostly got ciphers, and I was so busy trying to do other things that I didn't use my ciphers. They stacked up, and I kind of wasted the extra benefit of doing that in a way. So, yeah. So all that stuff. So we'll have to see how they adjust the rewards, but that's kind of where I'm sitting at with some things there. I'm going to prepare my ships real quick. I'll send it back out. So what am I hoping that they change? I'm hoping they change the seasonal pass and the rewards. They did put out an announcement talking about that. So something to do with, hey, we got player feedback and we're going to adjust it. Well, I hope you do. Because what's the alternative? Well, if they don't, this is just going to become another one of those flop things that no one's going to care about. Once people get like the Armada Quick Start and they get Sloan, they're just going to, I don't know, there'll be some people that still do it, but there's going to be a number of people who are like, hey, it's just not worth the time, the hassle, the effort to hop into these things, and no one cares about them. So I'm hoping that I'm the kind of guy, I want things to be successful. I want to try and give some positive feedback and make things better. So, what blew up? It was probably just an animation from where I switched from the data in the augment systems. So, anyways, I want things to get better. I definitely do. I still think there's a lot of value. It's just the prices are so much. It's tough for a free-to-play or mostly free-to-play person to really engage much with this. Like I said, I'm really excited about some of the rewards. I put a video out about this. There's some cool stuff here, if you can ever afford it. Someone made a comment that I didn't address very much in one of my videos, or I didn't address it very well, I should say. But they said, well, there's someone in our alliance that's been gone for months, the number of these players, and they don't have any of these. Well, then that's exciting for them. That's something that they can grab here that will help advance their game. I'm mostly excited, I guess, about Sloan and leveling him, as well as these Dolomite particles. That's just me personally. Eventually Freeman, but I'm guessing Spymaster is way down the road, so I'm not too broken up about the PvP, partly because I'm not a big PvPer. So if you are, then there's definitely some good options here, especially when you consider that the people that have like the below deck, the new meta most effective tactic available for PvP, they're going to dominate every time, just the way it is. But these are still decent, pretty good PvP officers. So definitely an option. But we'll see. I think they still need to address I guess the ability to communicate between players. I think for the most part, I think people who have been trying to do the wave defenses, I think they've kind of learned where they need to be, especially for the first few rounds. And there's been some graphics in Discord on those. If you want me to upload any of those, please send me a message. Any one of my videos, not the live stream ones, I don't think, but any one of my videos, I put a link to Discord, so you can go ahead and join that if you haven't yet. So yeah, that is a good thing for some good information. But if there's any information you'd like, I just don't use it because I've learned them enough and my ships are fast enough that's not as much of a concern. But there's some graphics that people have put out that have said round 1, this is where you can expect these hostiles. Round 2, 3, 4, all the way through 10 rounds where to expect hostiles. So that can be helpful. But for me, it's how do we make it better? It's communication. So maybe having your own special chat. I suggested party chat. But apparently UMAC people would not like a chat that was PC, was the... we've got Alliance Chat, AC, PC, Party Chat, maybe that's not the best thing, so let's call it Wave Chat, or Instance Chat, because you're in your own little bubble, your own little instance. Those who've played other MMOs know that an instance is where you go just into your own little area that no one else can interact with you, and that's essentially what wave defense is. They really need to fix the lag. They've got to address that. Multiple game crashes a day is not cool, and most of the time when I go into a wave defense, I try to reset my game when I'm on my phone immediately and get back into the wave defense, because I swear half the time, at least a third of the time, if not more, or half, my game crashes. As soon as the wave starts, and I'm frantically trying to reset the game so I can get back in and help people out. And people are probably like, what the heck, dude? I even got a message from someone saying, wave started. And I snuck in a note back to them in the middle of one of the other rounds, or round of waves, it's like 2 or 3. Sorry, game crashed. Well, what can I do? So I just don't want anyone thinking I'm not trying to help out as much as possible. So they need to fix that. They need to find some way to coordinate things better, some queue system, or if you want to have the option to lock in, do some pre-locks, pre-invites, maybe have a way to... So if you go through a wave defense and you have someone that you're like, hey, this person was really helpful, I really like them, have a special friends list that you can have just for wave defense or something like that. Or, I don't know, some friends list you can say, you notify everyone in your friends list, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the wave defense. Who's on board or something. I don't know. Let's see where we're at with our 24 minutes on that, so still good. Hey Steve, how's it going, man? Welcome to the live stream. We're just doing some solo armadas. Yeah, just doing some solo armadas, hanging out. Yeah, I am here in Orn Theta, or Theta. Just stocking up on my credits. Have to do that once in a while, I guess. And although I can beat him without it, I think I'm buffing Cerritos just to limit my damages that I take. I don't, Steve. I wish I did. I wish I had some kind of heads up on what was coming out next. Not big enough, I guess. Not big enough of a content creator for them to give me any free stuff or give me any hints. I wish they did. I think they'll typically, like DJs will, I think typically releases some type of hint. Is on his stream on Sunday nights, I think. The Sunday night before. So maybe this Sunday he'll have something. I'm hoping they come out with some additional news on wave defenses. I hope they come out with some changes this next month, or that thing is gonna go flat. But I expect, since we're in between arcs now, that we should get our next arc, I'm guessing, next week. Because they promised us quality over quantity, right? So we better start getting some quality. But that's in the roadmap for the whole year, so I guess they have a whole year to get quality out to us. I will believe it when I see it. That's all I have to say. Any thoughts on this last arc, Steve? Did wave defenses get any better for you? Where are you sitting at with your Section 31? I suppose at some time, Steve, they've got to come out with, and they hinted at this in their roadmap for 2024, the roadmap preview, but they've got to come out with Enterprise sooner or later. And I don't know if you saw some videos on that. If you saw mine or one of the other content creators, or more than one, but they had some pictures. They had some pictures of the Enterprise from that series, so it could be interesting. I know a lot of people a number of people in my alliance have been pretty interested in that, like anticipating it, hoping for it, chatting about, ooh, I hope that comes out next month. So I don't know if that's this coming month or not, but we're supposed to see that this next year sometime. Alright, time to recall these ships. They've done their part. Let's see where we're sitting at. We should be sitting at pretty good for the Borg. I was running low on uncommon, so when that starts to run low, I may have to grab some more. But yeah, I'm Doing pretty good there. Well, I knew that that YouTube records and automatically posts these live streams for me, so you can look at the previous content that I was just kind of talking, just for the video's sake. But I'm kind of struggling a little bit with the Section 31. I bought the $20 thing. I kind of regret that a little bit now, other than the Sloan shards I got. But man, I don't know how it worked for you, but I was able to get the ciphers. But I got so busy with life and not spent as much time in the game. And maybe that's because I had some time off the end of the year that I took off and just kind of relaxed around the house and stuff, and did family things. But anyways, I didn't use all my ciphers and they stocked up. And anyways, I'm not doing as well credit-wise as I would like, but I keep trying to get both the rep and Sloan shards. Really tempted to pull this Dolomite. I did that one day, but I figure I need to save the credits for investing in Sloan, I guess. I'd really like to unlock him, and then that will give me some options to do rep and maybe save for some of these favors, Section 31 favors. So I'll have to see how that goes. I'm hoping that they adjust the rewards or make it easier for everyone to get enough. Right now I'm struggling with just getting enough credits to do those two things, the rep and the Sloan shards daily. Because you have to make it, I think, to like around 7 or 8 consistently to keep up on it. It seems like when you get only 100 a day and it costs 100 to do a wave defense. Tell you one thing that was interesting was watching Rev's video where he talked about the state of the game and had on some whales and the things they were talking about, like that you have to pay just to play at that level because the repair costs are so high that you just can't run those new G6 ships. Really blows my mind that you would have a game designed in such a way that you have to play to pay. So your most, how do you put it? Anyways, your customers that pay the most for your game, really, they're frustrated too. So I guess we're all frustrated at something at different levels, huh? But Steve, did you have a good Christmas? Get any good gifts? Spend some good time with family or friends? All the above? use some of these speed ups, the 15-minute ones. I keep forgetting about that. And the 10-minute ones. Alright, 1.7 billion for that one. Alright, I think I'm gonna do some runs at the Monavine, which is still not level capped yet for this tier. Let's see, who do I want to send out? Let's do Pike. Ortegas. And let's throw 5 on there. Yeah, no, she's captain, but we'll switch that up. Okay, and then below decks. Not quite. Wave 10. Oh. No, you know, it was, I think I've gotten 2 Wave 10, but I've never been in one that beat it, honestly. You're talking about the lower system, I think. No, I've gotten close. The problem with that, you really need some big players. At least that's my experience. How about you, J&G? Have you beat that yet? For me, I get to like wave 8 and my ships can't handle it. I have to be very selective with what ships I hit at that point. So for me, it's, well, you need some ops level 60 players or close to it. Maybe someone with a G5 rare ship. I don't know. How far have you gotten? I really need to get my, I don't know, get up to that level, I guess, to make it possible. But so far, I am the strongest player on my alliance. I would say most players that I'm in my alliance with, they're in mid to upper 40s. So it's difficult coordinating just with my alliance to get up to 8, round 7 or 8 plus. So yeah, most of the ones I get, it's tough. Like the ones I sign in for randoms, if I get even some low to mid-level 50 players, trying to think here, we probably get to round 8, and that's when we all die. Sorry, Steve, I don't. I wish I had some hints for you or anything, but they haven't told me anything. But I think Ultimate DJs usually has some kind of hint the Sunday night before the ARC launches. I think it's Sunday night. I was thinking of resetting that, but I mined enough data today, I suppose. It was around 8 million, now to 9.3, so that's fine. What I need is some way to coordinate with other Alliance members, and I know my Alliance mates are going to see this video and they're going to think I'm a big jerk, but I need to have some way to coordinate with bigger ships, so, you know, from different alliances. And I have some people I've made friends, and they're like, hey man, you really know your stuff, even though I die, you know, but I know it pretty well. You know, and I'm zipping around, taking out hostiles. So they're like, hey, we will always have you in our runs, but, you know, I need some higher level players, I think, to do it with, so. Yeah, you know, Steve, I'm kind of struggling with that myself, and J&G, I don't know if you have any comments on this. Got the power to win wave 10. Well, that's good. You know, I was going to say that I need to have some way to coordinate that better for me personally. So I don't know. I kind of struggle with that a little bit. Sometimes I get in, and like I said, most people are like, hey, this guy knows what he's doing, and I can help out. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes, because it's tough for me because my alliance mates aren't quite that level yet. So. But they're getting there, and we'll eventually get there. I have no worry whatsoever. Steve, so the thing I'm struggling with, and this is helpful, I think J&G can maybe talk about this, but... Oh, Andre, so the new arc on the 9th, huh? So not next week. So we're going to have an extra week, huh? I wonder if that's because it's first of the year, people have been off, that kind of thing, huh? That could make sense. So maybe we'll have an extra week then, huh? But I was going to say, and maybe Andre or J&G, maybe you guys can add some of your own thoughts. Ooh, I'm going to try this little trick someone taught me. So let's see if I can do this. So we attack, and then we recall and stop. Let's see if that stops the tracking. Well, it worked. Again, I just wasn't sure if I was too close to get that to work that quick. So here's my thoughts, Steve, and I will let J&G and Andre kind of throw in their 2 cents. So where I'm at is I've been struggling to get with my alliance mates, and no fault to them, they're just not that high level of strong enough ships. You know, a lot of them. But in order to max your rep and to pull one fleet Commander Sloan Shard a day, you need close to, I think it's a little bit over, and obviously I can't see the numbers here, I think it's 2,100 or 2,000, something like that, credits per day. And not counting the seasonal pass, because you did get a little bit extra once in a while through there, or you got extra ciphers. But if you're just saying that I have one pull per day, which means I can run one per day, then you need to be able to get 2,000 credits a day to max your reputation and to pull a Fleet Commander Sloan Shard a day. And I think, I'd have to look at the numbers again, and correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, but I think you need to get at least around 7, maybe 8 to get the 2,000 shards a day. You're an infiltrator as well. Yeah. So that's, I think, the problem for most people is they're not in a big enough alliance, at least in my experience from people I've talked to and interacted with, but not a big enough of alliance to get 2,000 shards, or sorry, not shards, 2,000 credits a day. That means you need to buy the credits, buy the ciphers, or you may just have to take it slower for a while. That's just my thought. So what I've started doing, Steve, was I was pulling, double pulling the reputation. I think for the double pull, I think it's like 1,400 credits a day. Now, I did buy the $20 seasonal pass thing for it, so that helped with the credits a little bit. Didn't get credits every day, but it did help with the extra ciphers to do extra runs, and it did have credits on some of the days. So I double pulled that for a while, but my strategy now is I'm single pulling that until I can unlock Sloan, and then I'll decide if I can double pull that, or if it's better maybe to single pull this, and then to focus on the favors to make you stronger so you can actually have more success. So kind of consider it an investment. That's great. Okay, I'm just kind of reading some of the comments, guys. Thank you for your feedback there. So, oh, Andre, that's good to know. Ops 55. I just have to ask you because I've been thinking of asking Ops 55, but do you, and this is a little bit of a sidetrack question, but I'm just curious, do you pull the G5 rare and epics? Do you get any rare G5 blueprints in that? I'm trying to get the Sanctus, and I'm wondering if I should go up to Ops 55 so I can have chance for Sanctus shards in those packs. And then Steve, I think the comments here, I think that my recommendation is to always get rep, because you want your reputation to go up. So I would, if you can, do the single rep pull per day, just so you can keep having that rep go up for additional favors and benefits. I think Fleet Commander Sloan is going to help too for other things in the game. But as far as Section 31 goes, I think having those favors is going to go a long ways to helping you last longer in the wave defense. And the more people have of those galaxy-wide on your server, the longer you're going to last and the more credits you're going to get. Okay, no, that's no worries, Andre. I was just curious. I've been single pulling those, and I think I may have gotten a rare minor shard maybe some time ago, but I know that the away team store, that they haven't added the G5 blueprints to that. So I was just trying to think of a way to get those blueprints that aren't currently being offered. Just another route that I'm, besides faction credits. So Steve, what I would recommend, and Andre and JNG, you can add your thoughts here too, but my thoughts are that you single pull the rep if you can, and single pull the Fleet Commander Sloan if you can. I think he's going to be a good addition with some good research and stuff that comes with him. If you look at him and you're like, you know what, he's not going to help me that much, then I would say hold off on that. Although I'm working towards him because I think he has some pretty good benefits there and boosts to other parts of the game as well. But yeah, then I would save your credits and try and get some of these unlocked below. And I would get the message out. I would talk to your alliance mates. I would talk to any friends you have in other alliances and encourage people to get, especially if you have friends that you're going to run armadas with, or not armadas, I keep saying that, run these wave defense things with. Because looking at these, I've got this one up to, I guess, level 2. Let's see which one that is. Let's see here. Mitigation. I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 for whole health. Okay. Let's see here. And that might be a good call, Steve, because then you'll have more credits. I just really want to unlock him. You know, I'm just gonna say it. His additional, I think he does additional energy damage. I'd have to go look again, and then you get additional Dominion Soul Armada credits. Those are 2 things that jump out to me for him that I really want to unlock him for. But yeah, these favors are going to help you a lot, and maybe it's worth investing in these favors to make it so that you can actually get more shards here. What do you guys think? Yeah, I couldn't remember, Andre, the ship blueprints. Yeah, the rare just has, that's right, I think the rare just has, who is it? You got Picard Bev, Riker. I think you got Picard from the Picard series in there. Yeah. So it's just the epic then. And I'm doing pretty good on my epic pulls and my rare. I'm keeping up on those, but gosh, yeah. When I was asking about that, I'm just like, you know what? They're not in the Alliance Team store, so I can't pull any from there. In fact, when I hop in, I'm not gonna do that Claymore right now. My away team credits, they're 586,000, and I don't feel like I want to waste them for like 6 million Romulan rep. That seems wasteful to me. I've got the Enterprise A. I did kind of push that here through the store, but there's just no G5 stuff here. And so I'm saving it, hoping that they'll come out with that. But since I don't have that option there, I'm just thinking, okay, the only other way, unless I get them in the, like you said, the G5 Alliance packs, and I can't see that, obviously. But this right here, the Epic Armada pack, right? And that's right, you can see the ships right there. So unless I can pull some from there, I'm paying all of that with faction credits. And granted, see, I'm trying to not level up so fast that I get there before I need to be able to do my dailies, I guess. So maybe that's not a big concern, but I'm at 530,000. Last I remember was 525, so I was off. But 530,000, I still have another 470,000 to go to buy all the shards, basically, with credits. So I only have one because I opened that one chest. I'm a sucker for getting the chest with the, even though it's probably not worth it, the loyalty packs here that you get. So and J&G, yeah, it seems like it's frustrating, but it seems like how do I put this? It seems like you don't have good sourcing for the ship blueprints you're trying to get until you're at an ops level that is, I guess, at or beyond when you need it. And I know that's to push spending, but I'm just gonna farm it out. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. We're talking about different things. I didn't address your question. So you're talking what favors? Definitely focus on the favors. If I was looking at the favors here, So the Armada Quick Start, I want to get that just because that's a time saver for me. What are ones to focus on first? Well, all of them are going to be good, I think. The impulse speed, when you get the rep level for that, I think is going to be huge. So that's not something that you can get right now. I understand that. I would say mitigation stats, so you're going to take less damage. Whole health, so you'll last longer. And maybe critical hit chance and damage. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at some battle reports to see how it works out, but it might be worth focusing. This is just my opinion, but just so you last longer, I would go with whole health, mitigation, stats initially, and then I would look at your crews. One of the probably good crews that I've been using is I've been going with 5 of 11, Tal and Giorgio, because they will help when you are and stack as much health below decks as you can, because as you're hitting bigger targets, you're going to be able to hit those targets and take them out easier with that crew combination. Any thoughts, Andre or J&G, that you would suggest differently from things to favors to focus on? So maybe the critical hit chance and damage. It's tough to say because all of them are probably going to be helpful to a point, but if you're running your wave defense and you're already at max mitigation, I assume that mitigation one wouldn't be that helpful. But the whole health, I'd have to look at the percentage there. Let me look at that again. There may be some truth there. Whole health, I mean, it has a decent percentage, especially if you can get that maxed. But how about you, Andre and J&G? Are you investing in getting Sloan shards? I'm curious. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should hold off on the Sloan shards for now, because it's just that one extra thing, and focus on the favors to last longer, to get to later rounds. Kind of consider it as an investment. Invest in the favor so you can last longer. I don't know. I just need more like 55 to 60 level players in my alliance. Dang it. I guess that means recruiting, right? I don't want to be a recruiter. I just want to play the game. I'll tell you one thing. I do not pretend to know everything in this game. I know probably more than a lot of people who just kind of wing it and dig more into some battle reports and allies than some others, but you know, you have a point, J&G. If you can take out those hostiles before they do damage to you, you take them out quicker, you will last longer. Oh, that's right. You're in an alliance where you can claim it, huh? I imagine that if you're not in an alliance that you can get to round, I would say round 8 at least, then you're going to have to make some decisions, Steve, like me. You're going to have to decide on what to cut back on so you can do better. You know, get more credits eventually, so maybe you consider it an investment. You know, something that drives me nuts too is I had one guy that sent in a Monavine, and it wasn't that high of a Monavine, into our level 40 wave defense today, and I was like, what are you doing? He was like a level 49 player, and he also had like a... What was it, like a 2 million strength a Mantis? It really wasn't that great. So he really couldn't hit many hostiles, and then he quickly died. So that was one ship that was just kind of, or one player that was just kind of wasted in that wave defense. Oh, and it looks like... Oh no, they're just talking about swarm systems. I'm like, maybe they're doing wave defenses. Rubber Duck is one of our better players, so here's a shout out to you, Duck. Thanks for all you do. You're awesome, man. You think one shard per day isn't like the Sloan shards? Are they like 400 or 700? It's, I want to say it's 400. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. So it's not much per day, but I guess it does add up. So, well, we'll see. I'm sure they don't want to make it too easy. They want you to work for it. But they also don't, at least I hope they're thinking about this, right? But if I were Scope player, I wouldn't want the common player with the common level alliance to give up too easily. Because then they're not going to enjoy the content and it's going to flop. So we'll see what, if any, changes they make this coming month. But I'm kind of glad to get the feedback there on having 2 weeks off. I've been off the last 2 weeks, so I have been just relaxing at home, enjoying life, doing stuff with the family, and I'm gonna have about a bazillion emails to look at when I get back on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, because of what, Monday is a holiday, yeah. So, anyways, work for the government, so I get a lot of days off, I guess. Oh, nice, Andre. So Andre, was he worth it? Was he worth the $100 to you? And where? Like, what do you see, or what convinced you, I guess, the most to buy Sloan? Because I was really tempted, I'll be honest. I'm just not a big spender, I guess, so I'm just curious where your decision was that he was worth it. There we go, we got a milestone. Grab that guy before he gets away. Recently took my Monobeam to tier 8, so I did a double pull on stuff the other day, and I'm running a little low on some of the loot. Not low per se, but this neural net chips. So just farming a few of those. Let's see, 1.2 million isn't bad. Like a little bit of a buffer. If I ever get busy or whatever. And keep up with that extra bonus pull, I guess, of those items you trade in for resources. Can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, seems like I like some of his increase the damage. Oh, not factions. I want to go to command. To remember his skill tree now. So the yellow boxes, whole hit points, that's pretty cool. Weapon damage, I like that, especially when you get it up to like the higher levels, has a decent percentage. Shields. FKR rep, that's helpful to get that up. Max cargo. Crit chance. Against armadas. Station rating. I thought that was pretty cool for you if, like, the scavenger on the amalgam. That's pretty cool if you're a raider. 50, I'm still pretty far from that. I don't know. That's going to take a while for me to get to 50. What else did we have here? Mechanic, mitigation. That's repair speed. Repair cost efficiency would be useful. Rhodium particles. I have a lot of those, so that's kind of meh. Forbidden tech. I haven't done a ton with that, but that can really help you out. The Dominion Solar Armadas, I like that. Oh, sorry, Steve. I know a lot of people in my alliance haven't quite gotten enough either, so I was hoping they'd come out and the RNG be well enough or good enough that people would be able to unlock it more than... But I hear more people didn't get it. Protected cargo, that's good. Let's see what we've got here. So escapist tree, you like that? Cool. So there's the cloaking. You have to select which one you want. Mitigation stats for explorers, or whatever ship type you select there. I think I like the escapist tree, Andre, as well. I probably like it the most of all these. I don't know. I mean, there's some stuff here in mechanic that's interesting to me. But I probably like some of these benefits in escapist, and then tactician, and then mechanic. There's still some stuff here that I like too. So, well, I'll unlock him eventually. We'll just have to see how diligent, or if I decide to continue pulling one shard a day or not. I do like the energy damage. I like the Armada credits for the Dominion. I don't know how everyone else is doing with those, but I seem to struggle with those sometimes. And part of it's the spawn rate. Part of it's just, there's just so many other things to do in the game. And I know there's a prime for that, but I haven't bought that either, so we'll see. I have been tempted to buy some of those primes just to make a video about it. That one, or what's the other one I haven't gotten that I've been really tempted, was the Ferengi Whip. I hear that is just huge, not just for the forbidden type that comes along with it, but not just the mining speed. So yeah, we'll have to see. If the ARC isn't going to launch for another week, that means we probably won't have any hints, Steve or anyone else. Probably won't have that for another, won't be this Sunday, but probably be the next week. So, we will have to wait and see. Besides, it'll give me extra time to save up some resources for next month's next ARC spend event. Yeah, that's what I hear, Andre. I hear good things. Really tempted. I have, let's see. So in this last month's spend event, I guess we can call it this current month's spend event. I spent some loot to get my Fiches tiered up. Which is a waste if I end up getting the Ferengi Whip, probably, but I currently have 3 Fiches. So, getting them tiered up enough to get to some bigger nodes was helpful. But, yeah, if they do a double flash pass and we get the... Ooh, 5 Fiches. Dang. No, I just have 3. But I bet you having the Ferengi Whip and having 5 Fiches, you could probably mine like a boss on Mining Mondays. I'm trying to remember if I have a 4th one I could get close to building. I don't remember. But that's cool, man. That is really cool. Six is cooler than 5. You'll have like, soon you will have twice the Fiche power that I do. Alright, you got some stuff there. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna log off and call it a night. I think my family's probably waiting for me so we can watch a movie together. We're still doing the Christmas movies, I think, till the end of the year. I have a couple more we haven't watched. We have too many to watch. But this has been fun, informative, and helpful. Hopefully it's been helpful. I know, Steve, you had a couple of questions about Section 31, and hopefully we helped to answer those, or at least give you some insight. And I imagine, Andre, that you were never short on the CLAT. If I had 5, I would be just rolling in it and never worry about running out. But anyways, thanks so much, guys. Any questions, comments, thoughts about the last month's arc before I log off? All good, Steve. I'm glad you got some good feedback here tonight. And feel free to drop in next time, Andre, and J&G. Steve usually hops in on these, but feel free to hop in next time. I love having people in here to give me feedback, and we can help each other out here. It's just good to hang out. Usually pretty chill. Just hang out and play some Star Trek. What's up, Steve? Oh, that sucks, Andre. Well, have fun at work, I guess. So, let's see here. Oh, hospital, Andre. That is honorable work. Not sure what you do there, but, I respect anyone that works in the hospital. Yeah? Probably not much going on, huh? Steve, I think the consensus was that with the favors, what I ended up pulling, and I might change my strategy here based upon what Andre and J&G, I can't remember, I think So Andre, I'd have to look at the chat, but I think the idea was to pull. I pulled whole health, critical hit chance, and mitigation stats. I think the extra whole health will help you last longer, but I think the consensus is that you want ones that are going to do damage, because if you do more damage, you'll last longer because you'll take the other ships out quicker. Well, I ended up saving some, Steve. I don't remember which one. Which one did I do first? I think I ended up doing the critical hit chance first, and then the other two. And I was thinking, well, I just need more hit points and less damage, but I should have looked. I need to look next time I run a wave defense to see how my mitigation is working for me, but I would assume that the bigger level hostiles, that you need to take those out fast for you to take less damage, and that even the percentage you're getting for extra whole health and mitigation is going to make that big of a difference with the larger hostiles if you can't take them out. So I would think the critical hit damage, critical hit chance is small, I think. Yeah, it tops out at 20%, so that's not bad, but it's going to take a while to get to that point as well. So anything that can do more damage is going to be helpful right off the bat, I think. So that's what I would recommend. And maybe I should do a video about that, guys. Maybe that's some good feedback to get out to the community where we talk about which favors to focus on. So. Oh, dang, Andre, that is sweet. I've been just focusing or letting my Romulan rep grow. I am quite a ways from that. 6 billion, so if it's 15, that's what, I still have another 9. So I'm, what, 5.5 billion behind you? I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. Yeah. The 15 billion, and then, oh, what's the next one? After you lock all three, or if you're going to lock all three. What's the next one? Like, is it 500 billion? Something like that? So, good luck. Yeah. Well, yeah, 500 billion, that's what I was thinking. If there's one thing this game's taught me, is how to be a hoarder. Just hoard materials and resources. Never used to be really good at that. I'm really not great, but I'm much worse than I used to be. And that things don't happen overnight. So slowly progressing, a never-ending end game, and that's how the Scopely likes it, I guess. All right, everyone, I'm going to call it a night. Andre, have a good night at work. Thank you for working in the hospital and protecting those at-risk patients. Someone's got to do it, and I think it's great that we have people that are able to do that kind of work. So thank you for that. Thanks for hanging out tonight, Andre, Steve, and J&G. Thank you, everyone. And just a reminder that I'm trying to do a live stream every Thursday night about this time. And I don't know if all of you would have to check. I know Steve's there, but just remember, I'll post that on the Discord message too. So anyways, thanks so much, guys, and we will see you next week.